Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 6th of March 1985, and the title is The Confluence Age is the Age of Festivity, and Brahmin life is a life of enthusiasm. Today, the holiest and highest Father has come to celebrate Holi with his holy and happy swans. The Trimurti Father has come to tell you about the divine secret of the three types of Holi. The confluence age is anyway the holy age. The confluence age is the age of festivity. Every day, every moment of you elevated souls is a festival filled with enthusiasm. People without knowledge celebrate festivals in order to put enthusiasm into themselves. However, for you elevated souls, this Brahman life is a life of enthusiasm. It is a life filled with zeal and happiness. This is why the confluence age itself is the age of festivity. A godly life is a life that is always filled with zeal and enthusiasm. You are passing your elevated life, constantly dancing in happiness, drinking the nourishing nectar of knowledge, singing songs of happiness and love from the heart. Souls without knowledge celebrate for one day and they experience temporary enthusiasm and they then become as they were before. You become holy while celebrating the festivals and you also make others holy. Those people simply celebrate, whereas you celebrate and you become. People celebrate three types of Holi. One is the Holi of burning. The second is the Holi of coloring colors. The third is the Holi of celebrating an auspicious meeting. These three celebrations of Holi have spiritual meanings, but those people continue to celebrate it in a literal, physical way. At this confluence age, when you great souls belong to the Father, that is, when you become holy, what do you do first? First of all, you burn all your old sanskars and nature in the fire of yoga. Only after that are you able to be colored with the color of Father's company through remembrance. You too first celebrate the Holi of burning, and you then become colored with the color of God's company. That is, you become equal to the Father. The Father is the ocean of knowledge, and so the children too become embodiments of knowledge by being colored with His company. So the Father's virtues become your virtues, and the Father's powers become your treasures. They become your property. So the color of the company becomes so imperishable that it becomes imperishable for birth after birth. And when you are colored by the company, when you have celebrated this Holi of the spiritual color, then the elevated meeting of the soul with the Supreme Soul of the Father and the children constantly continues to take place. People without knowledge then begin to celebrate the memorial of this spiritual Holi of yours. They celebrate the different memorials of your practical life filled with enthusiasm and become happy for a temporary period. They remember whatever specialties you attained at every step of your elevated life, and they continue to celebrate with pleasure for a short while. You become pleased when you see and hear about this memorial, do you not? Of how that is a memorial of your specialties. You burnt Maya, and they make a holika and burn that. They have made up such entertaining stories that when you hear them, you are amused at how they have taken your situations. They celebrate the festival of Holi as a memorial of your different attainments. Now you remain constantly happy. They celebrate Holi with a lot of happiness as a memorial of your attainment of happiness. They forget all sorrow at that time, whereas you have forgotten sorrow for all time. They celebrate the memorial of your attainment of happiness. Also, at the time of celebrating, young and old all become very light and celebrate Holi in a light-hearted manner. On that day, everyone's mood also remains very light. So, this is a memorial of your becoming double light. When you become colored in the color of God's company, you become double light. Do you not? So, there is a memorial of this specialty. In addition, young and old, no matter what relationships they all have the nature of being equal. Even if it is a little grandson, he will color his grandfather. They forget all consciousness of age and relationships. They have the feeling of equality. This is also the memorial of your being, especially equal. That is the stage of brotherhood, not the drishti of any other relationship. It is a memorial of your equal stage of brotherhood. Also, on this day, they fill water pistols with water of various colors and color one another. This too is a memorial of your service at this time. How much do you color any soul with the spray of your drishti and make them embodiments of love, embodiments of bliss, happiness, peace, and powers? You color them in such a way that the color remains permanently. It doesn't have to be washed out. You don't have to make any effort. Instead, every soul wishes to be constantly colored with this color. So, all of you have a spray bottle of spiritual drishti, of spiritual colors. Do you not? You play Holi. Do you not? This spiritual Holi is a memorial of the lives of all of you. You have celebrated such an auspicious meeting with Bap Dada that by celebrating the meeting, you become equal to the Father. You celebrated such an auspicious meeting that you became combined. No one can separate you. This day is also the day of forgetting all things of the past. You forget the past 63 births. Do you not? You put a full stop to the past. This is why the meaning of Holi is also said to be past is past. No matter how strong the enmity between some may be, that is forgotten, and it is then considered to be the day of celebrating a meeting. You too forget the enemy of the soul, the devilish sanskars and devilish nature, and celebrated a meeting with God. Did you not? Old sanskars should not enter your awareness, even in your thoughts. This too is celebrating the memorial of your specialty of forgetting. So, did you hear how many specialties you have? They have made separate memorials of your every virtue, every specialty, and every action. So, how great would be the souls whose every action becomes a memorial and whose remembrance makes others happy. Do you understand who you are? You are holy anyway, but you are also so special. Even though you double foreigners may not know about the memorials of your greatness, people of the world are remembering the importance of your remembrance and are celebrating that. Do you understand what holy is? All of you are colored by the company anyway. You are colored with the color of love to such an extent that you are unable to see anything except the Father. You continue to eat, drink, walk, sing, and dance, lost in love. You are colored with the fast color, are you not? Or is the color weak? Which color are you colored with, fast or non-fast? Have you made the past the past? Things of the past should not be remembered, even by mistake. You say, what can I do? I just remembered it. It comes by mistake. A new birth, new things, new sanskars, a new world. Even this world of Brahmins is a new world. The language of Brahmins is also new. The language of the soul is new, is it not? What do they say, and what do you say? All the things about God are also new. So, the language is new, the systems and customs are new, connections and relationships are new. Everything has become new. Everything old has ended. The new has begun. You sing new songs, not old ones. What, why, are old songs? Aha, wah, oho, these are new songs. So, what songs do you sing? You don't sing songs of distress, do you? There are many in the world to cry out in distress, not you. So, you celebrated the eternal holy. That is, you let the past be the past and became completely pure. You are colored with the color of the Father's company. So, you have celebrated holy, have you not? The Father and you are always together, and you will always remain together at the confluence age. You cannot become separate. You have such zeal and enthusiasm in your heart, do you not? That there is just you and Baba. Or is there a third person behind the curtains? It isn't that sometimes a mouse emerges or sometimes a cat emerges, is it? Everything else has finished, has it not? Now that you have found the Father, you have found everything. There is nothing else remaining. No other relationships remain. No other treasures, or powers, or virtues, or knowledge, or attainment remain. So, what more do you need? This is called celebrating holy. Do you understand? You people remain in so much pleasure. You are carefree emperors, emperors without even a shell, emperors of the land that is free from sorrow. No one else can stay in such pleasure, whether it is the wealthiest person in the world, the most famous person in the world, a great scholar, one who has studied the Vedas, an intense devotee, a foremost scientist, or anyone of any occupation. He cannot have a life of such pleasure where there is no labor. There is nothing but love. There is no worry. You have pure and positive thoughts, and you are a well-wisher. Tour around the whole cycle and see if you can find anyone else with a life of such pleasure. Then, if you do, bring that one here. This is why you sing the song. In Madhuban, in the Father's world, there is nothing but pleasure. When you eat, there is pleasure. When you sleep, there is pleasure. There is no need to go to sleep with a sleeping pill. Go to sleep with the Father and you won't need to take a pill. It is when you sleep alone that you say that there is high blood pressure or pain. It is then that you have to take a pill. Let Baba be with you. Simply say, Baba, I am now going to sleep with you. This is the pill. Such a time will come, like at the beginning, when medicines wouldn't work. You do remember that, do you not? In the beginning, there was no medicine for such a long time. Yes, you would eat a little bit of the cream at the top of the milk or butter. You never used to take medicine. So, you were made to practice that at the beginning, were you not? Your bodies were old. At the end, those days of the beginning will repeat. Everyone will also continue to have unique visions. Many have the desire, let me have a vision just once. Those who remain strong till the very end will have visions. There will be the same bhakti of a gathering. Then service will end. Now, because of service, you have dispersed here and there. Then all the rivers will merge with the ocean. However, the time will be delicate. Even though you will have all facilities, they will not work. This is why the line of the intellect has to be so clear that it can be touched as to what you need to do at that time. If you delay for even a second, you will be lost. What would the result be if those people delayed passing the button for even a second? In the same way, here too, if your receiving a touching is delayed by even a second, it would be difficult for you to reach here. Those people also remain sitting there, paying so much attention. Similarly here, this is a touching of the intellect. In the beginning, many people, while sitting at home, heard a sound calling them, come, go there. Now, come here. They instantly left and came. In the same way, at the end too, the Father's sound will reach you. Just as all the children were called in a corporeal way, in the same way, he will invoke all the children in the subtle form. Come, come, that's all. Come and go with him. This is why your intellect should always be clear. If your attention is drawn anywhere else, you will miss the Father's call and his invocation of you. All of this has to happen. You teachers are thinking that you will reach here anyway. It is also possible that the Father will give you directions where you are, that there may be a special task there. You may have to give power to others. You may have to take someone with you. This too could happen, but it should be according to the Father's directions, not through your own dictates, nor through your attachment. You should not remember, oh, my center, I should take such and such a student with me. This one is special. He is a helper. It should not be like that either. If you wait for anyone, you will be left behind. You are ready to such an extent, are you not? This is called being ever ready. Everything should always be packed. You should not have to think about packing at that time. I should do this. I should do that. You remember how, in the Sakar days, the bags and luggage of the serviceable children would always be ready. It would be 5 minutes before the train was to arrive, and they would receive a direction. You have to go now. So their bags and baggage would remain ready. The train that they had to board would have arrived at the previous station, and they would leave for their station then. You experienced that, did you not? Here too, the bags and baggage of the stage of your mind should be ready. The Father calls you, and the children become present. This is called being ever ready. Acha? To those who are always colored with the color of the company, to those who let the past be the past and make their present and future elevated, to those who constantly celebrate a meeting with God, to those who perform every action while staying in remembrance, that is, those who make their every action a memorial, to those who constantly sing and dance in happiness and celebrate in pleasure at the confluence age, to the children who are equal to the Father and who catch his every thought, to those who always keep their intellect elevated and clear, to such holy and happy swans, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste, responding to the letters from all the children. Bapdada gave greetings for Holi. Bapdada received all the letters and messages of all the children of this land and abroad, filled with love, zeal, and enthusiasm, and in some cases, their promises for their efforts. Bapdada is reminding all you holy swans of the special slogan, as is the Father, so am I, which is in your awareness in the form of a blessing. Whenever you perform any action or any thought, first of all check, is this thought the Father's thought? Whatever are the Father's actions are my actions. Check in a second and then put it into a practice. Then you will be a constantly powerful soul, equal to the Father, and experience success. Success is your birthright. You will experience such easy attainment. I myself am a star of success, and so success cannot be separated from me. The beads of the garland of success should always be threaded around your neck. That is, you will continue to experience success in every action. Today, in this gathering of Holi, Bapdada is personally seeing all of you holy swans and celebrating Holi with you. He is seeing everyone with love and taking the variety of fragrances of everyone's specialty. The fragrance of each one's specialty is so sweet. While seeing every soul with his specialty, the Father sings this song, Wah, my easy yogi child. Wah, my multi-million times fortunate child. So, all of you should accept love and remembrance personally by your specialty and name, and always remain under the canopy of Bap Dada's protection and not be afraid of Maya. It is a small thing. It is not anything big. Don't make a small thing big. Make the big thing a small thing. If you remain up above, a big thing will become very small. If you remain down below, even small things will appear to be big. This is why you have Bap Dada's company and his hand. Therefore, don't be afraid. Fly a lot. With the flying stage, go beyond everything in a second. The Father's company keeps you constantly safe, and it will keep you safe. Acha, Bap Dada is giving all of you greetings for Holi by calling each one of you a long lost and now found, specially beloved child. Acha, then all the children celebrated Holi with Bap Dada and also had a picnic. Blessing, may you be a Mahavir and with the powers of knowledge and yoga pass through every adverse situation in a second. A Mahavir is one who is a constant light and might house. Knowledge is light and yoga is might. Those who are full of both these powers are unable to overcome every situation in a second. If you develop the sanskar of not passing on time, then even in the final paper, that sanskar will not allow you to pass fully. Those who pass fully on time are called those who pass with honors. Even Dharamraj honors such ones. Slogan: burn the seed of vices with the power of yoga, and you won't be deceived at any time. Om Shanti